We have a perceptual experience of our sensitivity. And so it's not actually the energy or the vibration of what is happening itself, it's our thoughts about it. And that's where we get hooked up as a human, is we get trapped in the thoughts about it, and that becomes a feedback loop which sends off a recurring vibrational impression of the trauma or the disturbance, and that floods the nervous system, which then gives us the perception of inability to cope with that energy. Whereas the actual state of sensitivity is a constant flow, a constant flux. It's vibrational. And so what I started to notice was that when an overwhelming event occurred in my field, I was intuitively pulled into nature. And my ancestors were constantly guiding me for that as well. So I would go and sit on a rock, or go and sit in the forest, in the trees, or dive into the ocean. Sometimes I would dive into a mud pool and just completely cake myself in mud, or whatever it was. I was constantly being guided by nature. And so in retrospect, when I look back through my journey, I can see how critical that relationship with nature was. And that if I had not had that, I am sure I would be a very different person today. I would not have been able to navigate a lot of the traumas that were happening in my field as readily. And the primary thing that reflected back for me is that all energy is changing. And if I remain in contact with that, and nature supports us in that most powerfully, if I remain in contact with the true nature of energy, I remain unchoked. Yes, I feel the energies. Of course, if I go and I stand in a river and all of a sudden it rains torrentially and the river becomes raging, absolutely, I will feel that. But I will also feel its transience. I will not be overwhelmed thinking I'm trapped in it. And so it's these unconscious thoughts that cause us to shut down as if we can't cope with it, when the truth is we ourselves are an open system. We are connected with all creation, with the cosmos, with nature. We are an energy field, and it is permeable. And so if we work with ourselves in that way, we are then able to modulate the flow of the energy and the way we perceptually respond to it. So my recommendation for you is, even if you don't live close to wild nature, is to make sure you are standing barefoot every day. If you are noticing you're feeling overwhelmed, go and stand barefoot on the earth. Find a rock, find a tree to hug, breathe with the earth, breathe with the tree. Ask for the support from nature, or go to the ocean, or go to a river, and allow yourself to be bathed in that natural field of energy, and you will find yourself renewed, restored, recharged, rebalanced much more easily.